Ladies and gentlemen, let me paint a picture for you. A picture of inevitable disappointment, financial failure, and cinematic misfire. Picture, if you will, the grand announcement. The Mandalorian and Grogu making their leap from the small screen to the silver screen. Oh, the excitement, the anticipation, the fervor among fans. But mark my words, beneath the surface lies a storm brewing, a storm of unfulfilled expectations and box office woes. You see, my friends, history has a cruel way of repeating itself, especially when it comes to the ill-fated endeavor of turning television hits into movie misses. It's a tale as old as time. Well, at least as old as television itself. Rarely, if ever, does this transition result in cinematic triumph. Why, you ask? Because television and movies are creatures of different breeds. Television thrives on episodic storytelling, drawing viewers into long-form narratives that unfold over weeks or even years. Movies, on the other hand, demand instant gratification, condensing storylines into a 2-hour spectacle that must captivate from start to finish. But it's not just the inherent differences between television and cinema that spell doom for The Mandalorian and Grogu. No, there's a more insidious foe lurking in the shadows: the shifting habits of modern audiences. In an era dominated by streaming services and on-demand content, the allure of the theater has waned. Why bother venturing out when you can enjoy your favorite shows from the comfort of your own home? People are creatures of habit, my friends, and they're less likely to abandon the cozy confines of their living rooms for the cold embrace of the cinema. And let us not forget the cautionary tale of Marvel, that mighty titan brought low by its own hubris. Marvel, once the undisputed king of the box office, now finds itself grappling with the consequences of its own success. By expanding into Disney Plus television shows, Marvel has inadvertently cannibalized its own audience, siphoning viewers away from the theaters and onto their couches. The result? Diminished box office returns and a tarnished legacy. Star Wars has always been a franchise built on the foundation of inclusivity, inviting fans of all ages and backgrounds to join in the epic saga of Jedi, Sith, and the eternal struggle between light and dark. Yet, with the announcement of The Mandalorian and Grogu, there arises a disconcerting division within the fandom, a division between those who have embraced the television series and those who have not. For the uninitiated, the prospect of diving into a standalone movie featuring characters from a television show they have not watched may feel daunting, if not outright exclusionary. While Star Wars has always prided itself on being accessible to newcomers, the decision to prioritize characters from a television series for a cinematic outing risks alienating a significant portion of the fan base. And so we come to The Mandalorian and Grogu poised on the precipice of financial ruin. With a rumored budget of $250 million, the stakes could not be higher. But mark my words, my friends, no amount of money can buy success in this treacherous landscape. The key to victory lies not in excess, but in restraint. A leaner budget, ideally under $150 million, could tip the scales in their favor. It's a risky gambit, to be sure, but sometimes, my friends, fortune favors the bold. When I speak of the impending failure of The Mandalorian and Grogu at the box office, I do not necessarily mean to suggest that the film is destined to be a critical bomb. Indeed, the critical reception of a movie is a multifaceted matter, influenced by a myriad of factors ranging from storytelling prowess to technical execution. Given the pedigree of the Star Wars franchise and the talent involved in its production, it is entirely conceivable that The Mandalorian and Grogu could easily receive praise from critics and fans alike. So, my dear audience, heed my words and temper your expectations. For The Mandalorian and Grogu, destined for box office disappointment though they may be, there is still hope. Hope that they may defy the odds, rise above the fray, and emerge victorious in their quest for silver screen supremacy. But until that day comes, let us brace ourselves for the inevitable: a box office flop of galactic proportions. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.